Imagine this. You are 10 years old. You are at school playing football during sports period. You are sweaty, tired, and happy because you won. You rush to the washroom and suddenly you see blood in your underwear. Panic sets in. You think, am I hurt? Did I do something wrong? You feel ashamed because of the red spot. And no one, not a single person has ever told you what's happening to your body. That's not a made up story. That's real. And Ria's story is the story of millions of girls living in Indian urban slums. According to the research published by the National Family Health Survey report, 71% of adults and girls in India are unaware of the menstruation until they experience it for the first time. And 75% of women prefer using black plastic bags or newspapers to hide sanitary products due to social pressure. In many parts of India, during menstruation, girls are told not to go to temples, not to enter kitchens, not to touch pickles, not to talk to boys, and most of all, not to talk about it at all. Now imagine experiencing your first period in a place where teachers don't have time to explain and they are being biased based on just gender. Your mother and friends are embarrassed to talk. Your father doesn't even know how to react. And you are told that this is a woman's issue when you don't even know what this is. In my fieldwork and research across NGOs and small towns like Khargon, Mahu, Dhar, near Indore, I found something heartbreaking. Girls as young as 9 or 10 years old were terrified of their own bodies. Boys were never taught anything about periods as everyone told them to stay away from this. And fathers most wanted to discuss but didn't know how because of the societal pressure. As a designer, and more importantly, as an empathetic observer of the world, I asked myself, what if we could change the way these conversations start? What if a 10 years old didn't feel shame but was curious to know about it? What if boys weren't left out but included as supporters? What if a father could sit down with his daughter and say, Beta, it's okay, let me tell you what's happening? In response to the silence and confusion I witnessed among young girls during my research, I thought of creating Sanrakshak. Sanrakshak means protector that breaks taboos around period with the help of storytelling in a creative yet immersive manner. It protects the truth, dignity, and health. It addresses the open conversations around menstruation among young adolescents in India. It's the story of a girl named Ria. She's from a small town. She studies in a government school. One day, she gets her period during sports class and panics. But what makes this story different is what happens next. Her father picks her up from the school. He buys her sanitary pads and waits for it. He explains what menstruation is in front of the whole family, including her younger brother. Why? Because I truly believe menstruation is not just a woman's issue, it's a human issue. This comic speaks in a simple English language that is a mix of Hindi and English. It's meant for the girls who may be reading it for the first time and for the boys and parents who never had this conversation before. When we normalize periods, we create a world where menstruation is normal to talk about. We stop school dropouts, we prevent infections and poor hygiene. We teach girls to be proud of their bodies and not afraid of them. We teach boys to be supporters, uplifters, not bystanders. And the best part, we include fathers. Because when a father understands menstruation, he raises daughters who don't feel ashamed and sons who don't make others feel ashamed. Stories like Sanrakshak can be a conversation starter. It can be an icebreaker at the kitchen table and class corners. And most importantly, it's a symbol of New India, where no girl hides in the washroom waiting for corridor to clear. So here's my dream, a world where period talk is just like talking about a cold or a fever. A school where boys say, hey, it's okay, you can borrow my sweater, instead of making fun. A home where fathers say, come sit, I will explain what's happening. I truly believe that sometimes small stories can make big changes. So, let's break the silence. Let's change the narrative. Let's protect, educate, and empower the youth of India. Thank you.